Guys, how you doing? If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've been working on this Jeep Cherokee, and these wheels that I got for it don't fit the chassis, so it has to sit a lot higher. So I thought it was a perfect moment to create a new suspension system, which is not, it's not mine. It was originally done by a guy named Sharon. I'm gonna leave his Instagram link in the video description. So I'm gonna explain to you how I've been doing it. So paper clip. All right. So I'm using a decimal ruler. You don't have to, but that's how I'm using it. I got something written down here to the go. The important thing is that you got to do all four of these brackets the same size. So I'm using my round nose pliers, which I also leave. I'm gonna leave a link on the video description if you do want to buy them. So what I do is kind of measure, make sure I'm about 1/2 inch, so you can see let me see now. That's pretty close. Make sure it's straight, and I turn right. Now with these paper clips, I find that it's better if you try to get this straight before you do anything, because then as you can see here, it's kind of a hassle to get it straight. But there you go. So now we cut. I am using my favorite wire cutters, which I also gonna leave a link. The tip to using this is don't cut with the tip, because they might break, as you've seen in my previous videos. So it's cut. Now I've been trying to somewhat measure the amount I grab here to turn. So like I said in the beginning, it's just make sure you do all of them at the same size. So I got a measurement here, which is it's pretty close to 0.2 inches. The camera doesn't want to focus. There we go. So pretty close. 0.2 inches. It's about 3/16. So the good thing about this is that make sure you got it straight, right? Just on the same table. Make sure it's straight. You turn. Now you have a first part made, and this one came out pretty straight. If it's not, just make sure it is. Use these other type of pliers, nose tip pliers. And now you got to turn the other way, which I've been using 0.3 inches, which is a little less than 5/16. So they'll end up about the same height. So this is how I do it. So make sure that on the tip of the plier, to the top here. So now I gotta bring it down a little. See, and that's about as close. I think it go down a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. So you're gonna be turning same direction. So now you inspect, make sure everything is pretty much straight. I like to use this other one. Maybe hit it a little, or use the other one. Whatever way it's easier for you. Let's see if I can do it on the table. Okay. All right, so now you want to heat this up, and this is a trick. If you are right-handed like me, this side is going to be a lot easier. If you're going to do this side, what I did is make sure you grab it the way that you're going to be able to press it in. So this way on this side. And turn it on this side. It's like easier for me like this. Identify on the base plate where are you pressing it on, so that all of them basically you want them all to end up about the same height. That way when you're done, you don't end up with a crooked plate. So let's go over. I'm using the stove, so that's a lot quicker. Let's go over there so you could see how I'm doing it. Alright guys, so I'm at the stove, grabbing it. Just what I see that the tips are glowing red. This, I come over here and I press it, but it took me too long, so I'm gonna heat it up again. You gotta make sure it's real hot so it goes in one shot. Yep, it didn't go in, right? So let's heat it up again. And it didn't go in because I didn't get it perfectly aligned where I want it to be. There you go. So it should be pretty good now. Let's go back to the table. Alright, so I'm back at the table. It's pretty cold now. This is the point where you check to see everything is aligned. As you can see, it's not perfect. It's kind of crooked. You see? So this is the moment where you make your adjustment so it's the perfect height. So let me see. I don't mind being it a little bit when it ends up being up a little bit higher on the back, but I don't want it, you know, being higher on the front. So this is the moment where I check. So if I go, this is the passenger side, right? Means that this one, which is the last one I did, needs to come down a little. So I test the floor. So now I turn it. Now it doesn't wobble as much. And I need make sure you check it from the back so it looks pretty much straight. As you can see, it doesn't look straight here. I just fixed the wobbling, but you know, I don't like how it looks. So you want these tips to be straight, and if you need, like I need to bring it to be end up a little bit higher, and I have to pull it this way, turn it back again, and pretty much, you know, get the idea. Let's check the front. Let me see what I could do here. Maybe I could turn it here a little bit, turn back this way. It's got a little wobble, but it's not a big deal. So let me open this one on the other side a little bit more. You gotta make sure they're aligned this way too, the way the axle's gonna sit. Right now they're looking pretty good. This one is a little bit higher. I want to get this one to the same height. So what we do here is I could put this one a little bit outside. Let's see. Yep, solid. So there you go. So now I gotta create axles. Already shown you how to do that in a previous video, and I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. Check it out. So basically what I did was I use another paper clip. I'm using paper clips because I want this to be like easy to make for everybody. Because if you buy the wire that I bought in my previous video, I mean, I think it's gonna be a lot easier. Well, actually not easier, but because that one it's a little bit tougher to bend. This one it's a lot thicker, but it's a lot easier to bend. So basically what you need to do is if you want to use one paper clip for size for each side, you can. I use one paper clip for both sides, but I find that it's a lot easier to just use one paper clip. So again, I'm using my round tip. So there you go. So I made a loop. I flatten it a little bit, as much as I can. See? Now I hold it and do it with this one. Now bend up. Right? So I used another paper clip after I positioned where I wanted it. As you can see, I made it a little bit shorter on the back. That'll make it a lot stiffer in the back when you press on it. A lot easier on the front. So I grabbed the paper clip. Once I measured where I wanted it, heated up this paper clip, just poked it. I ran my 256 tab the little hole, which really doesn't make a lot, but you know, it helps. And as you can see, I put a 2-part epoxy inside because I just don't trust just that piece in there. So now I'm gonna be making my axles. Today I'm using aluminum tubing. It comes in brass and aluminum. Aluminum is, well, as you can see, I bought it in Hobby Lobby. Aluminum is a lot softer, a lot easier to cut. It bends a lot easier. But since you're gonna have a piece of axle inside, it should hold pretty good. So let's see how I can do with this. All right, so what is it? Got a mess in here. I don't know where. Okay, here. So this is the original axle. People know that I'm not going to use. If you're not going to use the original line, so you take off the wheel, you flip it. You can do this at any time. Again, try to grab it by the back. Put your finger like this so it doesn't fly out. And we cut it. I use these glass beads, which I also gonna leave the link of the video description. And that just creates a space so the back of the wheel or the rim does not touch the aluminum tube. So make sure you push it in all the way. It's in there. Now a lot of people use glue when they're putting this together. I don't like using glue because, you know, most of the time I mess up and the glue gets in the back of the wheel and it just doesn't spin freely. So I do this. I just use my wire cutters and I kind of pinch it a little so it doesn't come out. And I got a free rolling tire there. So I already created the other side too, and basically it's a lot easier just to build one side. You got it like that, right? I got this other side ready with the glass bead. Now I have to cut that long piece of paper clip sticking out, but this is my first time doing this, so I want to hold on and do it at the end, because, you know, as you can see, you could, after you put the axle in, you can move this clip. So now I gotta find a way to clamp down this axle on this side. You can see it moved. I don't want to have a lot of play. I want to make sure that I have the same distance on both sides. So I'm going to pinch it over here and try to get in. No. Nope. No. Alright, so let me try to push it to one side. That should give me space to grab it. Alright, that's good. Let's do the other side. I have a few glass beads here. I think one of them doesn't work. That's the thing, not all of them are the same, so this one worked. Alright. Let's run this front one. And to cut the aluminum tubing, it's a 1/16. A lot of people use X-Acto knife. I just use my Dremel. You just gotta be careful. Alright, so let me try the same process here. Push it to one side. Alright, so it should be good. Push it to the other side. Switch up this tire. I should have done that. Should have done that before, because now I don't have a solid way to hold it. But I just serve as an example. Still be done, but it's a lot easier if you do it before you put in the tire. So now it should be good. Should be able to just cut this, hold it. I'm not cutting with the back part because, you know, at this point it's a little bit difficult. Make sure you don't cover it with one of your fingers. It will come out flying and hit you. See this one? I think this is the one I did last. Now this is the problem with clamping. Sometimes they do come out, but it's kind of a good and bad situation, because since you're not using glue, that means in the future you could remove the wheels by just pulling it, you know, and you don't have to do a lot of work. So just depends whichever way you prefer to do it. Alright, so it's already before I do anything on a custom, I always drill. And if I'm going to be using the tab, I don't know where I put it now. Okay. So I run it in, make the threads. That way I have everything ready. So I think this part goes, let me see if I, okay, here's, this thing has a cutout for a sunroof. So I might have, you know, in the future I might cut it, because I still need to paint this. And I wanted to ask you guys, you know, which color you think would be cool to paint it. Let me know in the comments. Alright, so got a screw here. And remember, this is a matchbox. It had 2 rivets in the front. It doesn't have a rivet in the back. I don't know, I forgot to check the package to see what year this came out. So here it is, guys. Just play with it for the picture. Make sure everything's aligned, and boom, you gotta lift it. Jeep Cherokee rolls freely, and we got suspension. Here you go. Now if you want to make it and you're not gonna move it anywhere, and you want to be able to take pictures flexing, that's You know, if you're into 4x4, you know what flexing is. It's where you lift the tire and you have take a picture of that. So don't run these paperclip here, so it's free. And all you have to do is find a way to hold one end so it'll stay like this for a picture. So basically, if it doesn't have, I think it should, if you put it like this, it will go naturally, it will go like this. But here it is, guys. What do you guys think? Make sure you follow the guy that came up with this system. Again, I'm gonna put his link on the video description. And this came with a trailer, which now it's not gonna work. Let me get it. Right here it is. See, compare how low it used to be. I guess we're gonna have to drive around like this. It's all right. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I don't know if you know, YouTube, sometimes they unsubscribe automatically people from the channel. So when you subscribe, make sure you hit that little bell next to the subscribe button. And everything I use in this video, I'm gonna leave links in the video description. Thank you for watching.